up, guys? Otterpop here. This one's gonna be an interesting one. A patron did request that I react to these songs from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and I did do that. I watched the first three and I reacted to it, and probably about doubled the length of just the first three songs in general. Unfortunately, I made an oopsie. And the camera didn't record at all. At all. Yeah. So luckily, there are three other songs that I can watch. So yeah. I'm gonna preface this by saying that I have heard of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's practically on the same, tier release time frame, something like that, of Salad Fingers. And I definitely remember that just a little bit. This one I always knew of, but I didn't know anything about it, just that it was, a little bit creepy, and I still didn't know what I was fully walking into because I watched the first three songs and could not believe what I had just watched, especially the first two. The third one was a little bit more whack and cultish in nature, but the first two were... Ooh, goodness gracious, I was not expecting some of the content in there. Just totally crap on a cracker. They were weird, they were legitimately creepy, and I can't even imagine what these next three songs are gonna be. So I'll at least react to these and give my insights on these. Unfortunately, I can't do it with the first three because I made an oopsie. And if I am yawning a lot, it's been a bit of a busy week at work, so yeah, there's that. But it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes this happens. It's just what it is.
Wow, look!
I'm a computer. I'm a computer guy. Everything made out of buttons and wires. I'd like to show you inside my digital life. Inside my mind there is a digital mind.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you could help us answer this question. What is the biggest...
Clever. I'm very clever guy.
Wow.
Got to up
These guys are playing a board game. Just let them play.
my eye and print a picture. And then I tell you the time. Help you to find something you're wanting to find. No, it's easy to be a clever
This is a little catchy.
like me. If you could do it all digitally.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd like to be as smart as a computer. Actually, we already have a computer.
Great news. Now, before we begin our journey,
Okay.
need to get some information from you.
Okay.
What's your name? Where do you live? What do you like to eat? I live in my house.
Spaghetti! Well, my name is...
Great news. Now we
He keeps getting interrupted, poor guy.
can be on our way.
Wait a second.
What's your favorite color? Do you like cows or goat's milk?
Be
Do you
quiet.
have brown hair? What is your blood type? Are you allergic?
Shut up!
Don't touch me!
What?
Oh my god. What the hell glitchiness is this? The computer got angry.
Welcome to my digital home. Everything made out of numbers and code. Wow, we're all computery.
Oh yeah. Wow. To the computer. I don't get it. How can it be? If I'm sitting at home, but I'm inside the screen.
But you're not you. You're your digital.
What?
Virtually real, but controlled by real you. But if he's not quite real, then I'm not real too. And you're not real you. It's inside your real you.
Oh wow, how amazing and interesting too. But in this digital world, what can we do? What can we do?
Very good question.
Legitimate question.
You. In the digital world, there's only three things to do.
Wow, look at pie chart.
Digital style. Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wow, look at bar graph.
Digital style. Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wow, look at line graph.
Digital style. Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wow, look at oblong.
Digital style. Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wow, look, nothing.
Style. Do a digital dancing.
Oh, this is getting all kinds of wonk. Oh dear, what the... Okay, that reminded me so much of the game Simulacra in concept. Because they're talking about, you know, digital you and real you and stuff of that nature. It kind of makes a point, though. Our real selves and our digital selves, the selves we present online, in a sense, that like our online personas being our digital selves in a sense, are not usually the same people. Even I'm not. I'm not normally this chatty and talkative with people. In real life, I mean. I'm not. I don't really talk very much, but, you know, when I have a camera here, it just feels so much easier. When it's done digitally via comments and videos and stuff like that, it just feels easier for me. But as soon as I'm in front of an actual person, I'm just like, I don't know what to talk about. Can I just go over there and draw? Thanks, bye. Legitimately, that's what I'm, even with my friends and family. Slightly off topic, but the digital self and the real self are almost two completely different people, and suddenly you're not sure which one is actually real and which one's not, or they start to overlap, or things just start to spiral out of control in any kind of way. Those glitch effects, though, throughout the entirety of the song. That was a lot of noise and a lot of visuals happening. That kind of... I couldn't necessarily focus on it because it was glitching too much and was happening too fast. I couldn't pinpoint certain things. I could every now and then, but just every now and then. Maybe one out of like 20, 25 images, I was like, I can see what's going on here, but then suddenly I couldn't because the effect would only last a quarter of a second. Okay. That one wasn't creepy. That was just weird. Weird and crazy. But it did make a point. I'm not sure if the point that I understood was the point I was trying to make it come to, what the point that was trying to come across originally by the creators, but I should just stop talking. What's the next one? Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly top, peanut butter jelly top.
Are you hungry? You look to be a bit hungry.
No.
It's a soup can?
Lots of people get hungry.
That's your body. Hungry comes from your body.
Get off me.
But your body, it must have to be healthy.
What's that? A tasty snack. You don't want to go and eat a snack like that.
Greedy to eat all that, you'll end up with your teeth all grey.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Do it healthy. Food is talking.
I love that's what he says. And he's just confused as heck.
Let's get healthy now.
Who dat? And where's the other guy? Hey! Stop lagging! Why is this suddenly creepy? Because of phone.
What's right from wrong? You see, the body is like a special house with blood, hair, and organs in the different.
Organs.
Look, there's Mr. Bladder in the basement. Now food comes in through the chimney, mouth, and goes from room to room, greeting the different organs. Hello.
Kind of, in a way.
Healthy food is very nice and polite to the organs, and so is it.
Organs.
Stay for a party.
Yay!
But the bad, not healthy foods are very rude and
Really? Carrots? Come on. Carrots and eggs? Come on.
That doesn't make sense.
Do-do-do-do-do.
be healthy.
Is he getting phone calls from his future self because he didn't eat healthy and therefore he's gonna die because of it? That's legit. Oh my god, that's tiny. This is just I'm getting.
What's that? A tasty snack. You don't want to go and eat a snack like that.
Greedy to eat all that, you'll end up with your gums all grey.
Something's wrong.
Exactly. How do we know which ones are the healthy
if you make your own spaghetti and meatballs with the right ingredients, it's pretty fine. It's good.
Normal, plain-looking foods such as bread, cream, white sauce, and aspic keep the body ticking over just nicely. Isn't that right?
I need to go. But wait, what's this?
Fancy show-offy foods like cooked meats, fruit salad, soil foods, and yolk.
Ugh!
These foods will clog up the body with unnecessary...
Well, okay, but cooked meats have plenty of proteins, and depending on how you cook them and what specific part of the meat you cook, or at least what specific part of the animal that you're cooking, meats are good for you. You can't necessarily have them too much, and there's a variety of them too. I mean, you have red meats, white meats, chicken, steak, pork, bacon. That's a little bit more contested because of how it's usually made. But I gotta say, in Portugal, they do bacon really well. It tastes so good, but it's not like like American, super greasy and buttery. No, that's not right. But meats are good for you, and seafood as well have plenty of, what is it, omega-3, I want to say? That stuff's good for you. You need that stuff. A fruit salad, I can semi-agree with that. Although, I'm also a little biased because I don't like most fruits. I'm very picky. There are only about 6 fruits that I'll eat. And even with a couple of those fruits, I still am picky with those. Like apples and grapes. I'll eat red crunchy ones, but I won't eat green ones. For apples, I will only eat green ones if it's in a caramel apple. But if you think about it, most of the fruit salads that there are, they have like these creams and these sugars and these, like, there's usually something that's mixed in with the fruit salad or that it's placed on top of, kind of like a parfait in some cases, but it's usually mixed in with something a lot sweeter and some more preservatives and not super healthy stuff, so that one I can get a little bit. Now, when they're talking about soil foods, I imagine they're talking about stuff that grow in the ground. I immediately see broccoli, carrots, potatoes, beets. Beets or turnips or something like that. Soil foods aren't necessarily bad for you, as long as you eat them in moderation. Just like, any other food. And they're vegetables. Well, lots of vegetables will be good for you, provided you eat them in moderation. The yolk, like egg yolk, is a bit of a weird one for me. I love eggs. I really do love eggs. I love the taste of eggs. But egg yolk upsets my stomach. Which is unfortunate, because I do like eggs. I do like the taste of them. But I can really only eat egg whites at this point. There are advantages to egg yolks. And granted, a lot of the protein from eggs comes from the egg whites, believe it or not. Sure, the yolk has a little bit, but egg whites are where it's really at with the protein. But yolk isn't necessarily bad for you. Again, it's something that, as long as you eat in moderation. Like, if you wanted to have eggs once or twice a week, eat the yolk, whether it's scrambled egg or fried egg, over easy, stuff like that, yolk is fine. It's not that bad.
These foods will clog up the body with unnecessary detail. Oh no! Look!
Kind of, but not entirely.
Oh.
Everything tastes great. Maybe we should wait before we put it on the plate. Or it could be
Yeah, I'm sure he was just like, no, whatever's going on, stop! I don't blame him.
What's that? A pizza slice? You're better off with plain white sauce.
What's that? Plain white sauce? Plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey.
Doesn't matter. Just throw it away. Why not try?
Don't throw spaghetti and meatballs away.
What's that? A lovely pie? But you're gonna end up sad inside.
Ugh, sad inside.
It's called eating in moderation. Oh, you're creepy.
Everyone has the teeth go grey. Just eat yeast and it'll go away.
But how much have you had today? Too much yeast makes your teeth go grey.
I'll have some onion paste. Looks like what? Have a taste.
That wasn't onion paste. You shouldn't eat food from a stranger's plate. 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 A stranger's plate.
What the heck? Okay, that ended on a really weird and unsettling. That wasn't creepy, that was unsettling. Especially when that guy was eating Birdman's innards. Ugh. What the hell kind of imagery was that? Dudes, it's called eating in moderation. Duh! You just eat. Why am I getting frustrated over puppetry animation creepiness and unsettlingness? I know that those aren't words, but that's all that's coming to my mind right now. Leave me alone. What the actual crap? It's called eating in moderation. That's one, I believe.
How can you be sleepy if you don't know how to have dreams?
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know how to have dreams. No.
You're gonna learn.
That live in your head
No.
every night when you sleep in your bed. You could have a dream about riding a horse, or you can have a dream about drowning in oil.
No more songs.
Yeah, no.
Somebody's having a bad dream.
Oh, gosh.
Bad dream.
I'm not sure exactly what happened with that song. That was like ridiculously short. I am so sorry, dude, that you had to have that kind of dream and then wake. Not like I would know. I don't remember my dreams ever. I know I dream, like it's just a gut feeling, but I never remember them. I'm not conscious enough to perceive what's happening in my dreams. I don't know why. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes, man. I don't know. That was an interesting animation choice, though, to go from puppetry to 2D animation for a short period. I suppose it makes sense, though, since it was talking about dreams, so it makes sense that there would be some kind of animation or stylistic change, at least for that brief moment. I will say that that yellow puppet dude did look a lot less creepy in the animation than he did as a puppet. I don't really have a problem with puppets, it's just I don't care about them.
That's rude.
This is the last one. What? Wait. Is he doing like a singing act or a comedy act or?
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative. How do you get the idea? I just try to think creatively. When you look at this orange, tell me please,
This is from the first song, I think.
boring old orange? Maybe to you, but not to me. I see a silly face. Walking along and smiling at me. I don't see what you mean. Cause you're not thinking creatively. Really not good.
Yeah, it did not take me very long about, when he was talking about creatively stuff, that he was directly referencing, I think, the very first song about, being creative, which itself ended kind of on a weird note. So that's actually a little bit interesting. This is definitely a weird series, and I'm sure that there's more to Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, but I don't freaking know, man. This is not my usual kind of entertainment, so it's no surprise that I never really even checked out this stuff. Which is interesting because I did check out Salad Fingers and like some of the information and backstory and deep dives onto that, but I didn't check this out. Kind of weird if you think about it. Maybe it was the fact that it was puppets. Again, I don't dislike puppets, I just don't care as much about them. Something that does intrigue me a little bit, because, these are obviously puppets, but a lot of these props and a lot of the backgrounds, what are those made of? It all looks like, there's some kind of clay or Play-Doh sculptures just all around every single one of the scenes where, these characters are. They seem like real environments that aren't digitally placed in alongside these puppets. I have no idea. I was definitely intrigued by a lot of the background work and a lot of the project that was done with this, because clearly there was some kind of physical effort that was put into it. I don't know exactly how much, and I don't know to what extent, but that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, these are super weird, but I can understand why people are fascinated by it, because in some cases there are messages behind some of the songs and the visuals. And other times it almost feels like they're doing it just for shock value. Although both could be true at the same time. I'm not entirely sure, but so yeah, I apologize that I wasn't able to show you guys the reaction to the first 3 songs, so I feel like I did go a little bit more into a deep dive. I wish I could remember some of what I talked about, but unfortunately I don't. My memory is just not that great. But I think it was a good learning experience, at least. Because this kind of thing was the staple of my generation back when the internet, well, back when YouTube at least started to take off. This alongside Salad Fingers, because when were these episodes released? I'm actually not entirely sure. Hang on. Web series released from July 2011 to June 2016. So yeah, right alongside Salad Fingers was when this kind of came out. Again, this was a staple of YouTube animation culture, and you know, just crazy weird things. But yeah, that was definitely a learning experience. Am I gonna watch the entirety of the episodes? I don't know. It's just the songs alone were just whack as heck. And not even to talk about the editing and the visuals that had to be done with it. And again, the backgrounds and the prop work. The stories and the messages are certainly something that can be analyzed. Again, sometimes there's some kind of message hidden behind there. Sometimes there's shock value, and sometimes it's just telling a story. Or some kind of combination of those 3. That's kind of what animation and entertainment is, really. That's why you make it. So yeah, I got nothing else to say. Well, alright then. So, I guess, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. And as usual, until the next video, guys, check you laters.